creating an impact in your community, if you've been thinking of starting up a non-profit organization, I would say stick to the end of this video because you're going to get the 6 clear steps you can take to start up your non-profit from scratch, from $0, right? So, what is a non-profit? Why start a non-profit? What would a non-profit do for you? I know those are some of the questions that go through our minds when we think about, starting a non-profit. It's more like an area we've never ventured into. It's more like an area we've never, explored. So there's always that uncertainty, right? But by the end of this video, you would understand the steps that are necessary to start up a nonprofit, which is going to help you feel comfortable and then help you go ahead to go start yours. So what are the 6 steps to start up a nonprofit? The very first step to start up a nonprofit is what we call writing your first business plan. Now, why write a business plan when you're getting started with a nonprofit? Some people would say business plans are for businesses, right? But the truth is, for you to be able to organize your idea, for you to be able to gain clarity, for you to be able to determine the feasibility of your impact, you must create a business plan at the very beginning when you want to get started. We all have ideas, we all have, those spark in our hearts, but if you do not put it down to paper, you can't make any solid progress. In short, a wise man said the first step to bring any idea to life is by writing it down. And that's what business planning does for you. It helps you understand what you're going into, the resources you need, how you intend going about it, right? And basically, help you also determine if this is feasible in the first place. So with your business planning done, you should have a business plan that can now help you in the very next step, which is the second step of the process, finding board members. In the United States, it is important. It is a law that you have to find board members. It's very rare, though there are some few states where you could go ahead to go start up a non-profit all by yourself. But in most states, you're going to need board members. And board members are more like the people who are in charge of the organization. So you're going to have to be very careful when finding board members, because the wrong board member could, just destroy your vision. The wrong board member could limit your impact. The wrong board member could, restrict you far more than you can imagine. So that's why the next step of the process is going on to find board members who are passionate about your organization, board members who are passionate about the mission, about the vision that you are trying to explore and bring a solution to. What many people do is they go ahead to bring in family and friends, right? They go ahead to bring in people within their network. While this may be good in some way, but the reality is by doing that, you're limiting your organization to your network. If your network is, resource tight, say there are no enough resources within your network, you have automatically, strangled your organization. But if you have a healthy network, beautiful. But I would always advise you go out there, find people who have the skills, the experience, the expertise, support you and make your vision a reality. Just going out there to bring in family and friends is going to limit you in ways that you can't imagine. Most of the organizations we talk to every day that are struggling, you always hear that, I started my organization by just finding friends and families who come on board. For you to be able to scale, you must find people with the skills, the expertise, the passion to help your organization succeed. The third step of the process is strategic planning. Strategic planning. This is really where your board members who you brought together, all come together to define the future of the organization, how you want to go about your organization, how you want to run your mission. The truth is, what most founders do is they go ahead, you know, business plan, and then they force this business plan on their board members. And at the end of the day, they find out that these board members are not even executing the plan. That's because they were never part of creating the plan. So this is why strategic planning is very important. Bringing these group of people who are going to execute the mission, bringing your community, bringing stakeholders together to plan is one great way to set the stage for your organization. And if you do it right, this could be the beginning of a funding relationship from within the community you serve. So strategic planning is very important because we know that people who plan together, looking for the possibility of your board members to execute with you, if you're looking for the possibility of the community to support you, stakeholders to support you, then you need to plan with them. And that's where strategic planning comes in. And of course, strategic planning also encompasses organizational development planning, because you're going to have to determine the kind of